Can you freaking believe this? Believe what? Is the snack machine in the break room out of ring-dings again? Well, probably, yeah, but no, it's Nikki, that little dirtbag intern Nikki. Oh no, is mean little Nikki picking on you again, Robin? It's not funny. The kid's a menace. I'm half expecting him to hold me down and pull my pigtails next. I'd go to HR about that one. Well, that's the other problem. Bart wouldn't do anything about him. Not with his wife's nephew as an intern. It's just insane. I'm an employee, he's an intern, and I have to take this kind of crap? Well, what's he doing? He calls me Bird Lady, for one. Bird Lady? Why? Oh, because of your name. I see. How original, right? At least I'm not a grown man who still goes by a child's name. Hey, be careful. You don't want to stoop to his level. Hey, he wants to roll around in the dirt, then by all means, let's roll. That can't be everything, though. I mean, that's annoying, but it's not threatening, is it? No, I suppose that isn't. My little brother used to do something similar. I'm not saying let it slide. Tell him off, by all means. You mean tell him again, or do you mean again? Well, maybe it is time to go to Bart. It's worth a shot, at least. Well, it's not only that. Okay, then what else is it? Well, I'm a little ashamed to admit it. Oh no, is it the clowns again? Oh, don't type that word. Oh, sorry, I mean the colorful children's entertainers. There's nothing entertaining about those things. They're vile spawns from hell. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. So what's he doing this time? Same as before, but more and worse. So he, showed you a picture of a clown or something? Showed me a picture? Printed a picture of Pennywise and put it in my desk drawer. That's the clown from It, right? Yes, of course. Well, how should I know that? Everybody knows that. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't really like clown stuff, okay? And you think I do? I have a legitimate phobia, and nobody here seems to take it seriously. Well, what happened to you anyway? Were your parents killed by a clown while they were coming out of a theater or something? It's a hard thing for me to talk about, okay? Come on, you can tell me. Well, I went to the circus once when I was a kid, right? My grandparents took me. Okay. And at some point, we got separated and I got lost. Oh, no. Yeah, and this was before cell phones or anything like that. So I was wandering around trying to find my papa, and I went into a tent that I shouldn't have gone into. Well, what did you see? It was the clown's dressing room. Oh, dear God. Clowns in various stages of undress, half in makeup, half out. Oh, dear God. It was traumatizing. I was just now coming to terms with it in therapy when this bozo got his internship. No pun intended. That really is not cool. I had no idea it went so deep. I mean, to go from clowns walking around making balloon animals and holding cotton candy to smoking cigarettes and sweating, it was quite jarring. I mean, none of them attacked me or anything. I just screamed, turned around, and ran away. I have no idea why, but I've been terrified of them ever since. So I'm assuming your grandparents found you. Yeah, they just followed the screaming. Wow. Yeah, they couldn't tell if I'd been hurt or not because I just wouldn't calm down. Wow, that is crazy. All just from seeing some half-dressed clowns? Well, it's a garish character. And Nikki put a picture of Pennywise in your desk, huh? He's a creep. So what's his problem with you? I don't know. Ever since his first day, it's like he's been laser-focused on making my life miserable. He probably has a crush on you. Ugh, disgusting. Well, you never know. That's how some boys show it, you know? Even though he is, 22. That doesn't mean he isn't just some immature boy still. How did he even hear that you had a phobia of clowns? Oh, I don't know, Kylie. Maybe it's because 5 years ago, a certain someone let it drop at a Halloween party? Oh, well, who might that have been? It might have been you. Well, I can't help it. You know how Bart's parties are. I don't know what he put in that exo green vodka or whatever he called it. It is a little weird that our boss has big crazy parties like that, isn't it? It's a recipe for trouble if you ask me. But apparently if you're Bart, you can get away with murder around here. And if you're his nephew, you can pick on one of the best employees and suffer no repercussions. Aw, the best? Really? I said one of the best. Well, I don't know. We'll see about that. What are you going to do? Well, I guess at the very least I can try talking to Bart and see what he has to say about it. Well, good luck with that. Speaking of clowns... Okay, enough with the C word for right now. What? I did not. Clown, Kylie. Clown. Oh, right. Hi, Mr. Bart. Do you have a minute?
Oh, hello, Robin. Yes, of course. How are you? I was just polishing my clubs up a little before the round this afternoon.
Oh, you're going out to play today? In this heat?
Nah, it's good for you. I've been out in the sun my whole life. Sure, I've had over 17 cancerous lesions removed from my face, head, and neck, but by God, do I feel alive.
Right, well, you just have to be careful now. You're our leader, we'd be lost without you.
Well, Robin, I had no idea you were such a little brown-noser. So just out with it, what is it?
Well, what do you mean?
You mean you don't want a raise or something?
No.
More vacation time, profit sharing?
I mean, those things would be nice, but...
But it's not that, so what is it then?
Well, I'm having a little problem with our intern, Nikki.
Nicky? You mean my nephew, Nicky?
Yeah, that one.
Well, what seems to be the problem? He's a pretty hard-working kid, huh? Isn't he?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Very hardworking.
Yeah, he's an okay kid. He's my wife's nephew, you know.
Yeah, I think I did hear something about that.
He's had a long road, you know, a tough life. I was happy to give him this internship, do the kid a favor.
Oh, a tough life, huh? How so, if you don't mind me asking, sir?
Well, he's a shrimpy little guy, you know, probably got picked on a lot.
You know that for sure?
Well, I can only imagine. I mean, take a look at the kid.
Right then.
Plus his dad's business firm getting indicted and all that.
I thought they were acquitted, though.
Yep, they had the best lawyers money could buy. Still, that's a lot for a young man to have to go through, don't you think?
Yeah. Poor him.
Yes, exactly. But you say you're having some sort of a problem with him?
Yes, well...
Please, tell me about it.
Well, he seems to be... How should I say this? Picking on me?
Picking on you?
Yeah, you know, kind of like bullying, harassing.
Oh, really? You'd use those words to describe it?
Well, yeah, I would. He's causing me a lot of stress and anxiety, to be honest with you.
Well, for how long?
Since he started, I guess. That's how long it's been going on.
Well, what's he been doing? Has he been asking you out and stuff? And you've been rejecting him, is that it?
What? No, nothing like that.
Well, then what?
Well, he keeps calling me Bird Lady.
Bird Lady?
Yeah.
But why? What does that mean, Bird Lady? I don't get it.
You know, like my name, Robin.
Oh, I see. Very clever. Very clever.
Clever? How is that clever?
Well, you know what I mean. But still, that is totally inappropriate behavior for the workplace, and I will speak to him.
Great, I'd really appreciate it, but it's not only that.
No, what else is it then?
Well, has anyone in the office ever told you that I suffer from a certain kind of phobia?
Certain phobia? No, not that I can recall. What is it?
It's clowns.
You're afraid of clowns?
Yes, and deathly so.
Well, why?
It's a long story, but the point is I'm afraid of clowns, and when it manifests, I have nausea, I get panic attacks.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's totally legitimate.
Okay, so then what?
Well, it's quite well known and ridiculed around this office, and somehow Nikki finally heard about it too.
Oh no, what did the kid do?
Well, first he put a picture of Pennywise in my desk drawer.
Of who?
Of Pennywise, you know, the evil clown from It.
From what?
Never mind. The point is that it's a big scary clown, and he printed a picture of it and put it in my desk with the intention of scaring me.
So he printed it at the office, you say?
Well, I can only assume it was at the office.
Company printers are not to be used for personal reasons. I'll have to talk to him about that.
But what about him putting it there in the first place?
Well, come on, Robin. It's just a harmless prank. He probably has a crush on you or something.
And how would that make it okay? And how is it harmless if he knows I have a phobia and he's exploiting it for his own amusement?
Well, come on, Robin. It's just a picture of a clown. I mean, get over it.
Mr. Bart, are you serious? I have panic attacks from them.
Look, I honestly don't have time for such childish squabbles between my employees.
I'm the employee. Nikki's the intern.
Right, well, pictures of clowns, pranks gone wrong. Seriously, Robin, this is beneath you.
I agree.
Well, if you can't work it out with him like an adult, I suppose we'll have to talk again.
Me? Work it out?
Yes, the, monkey business and such and so forth.
Fine, great. Thanks for hearing me out, Mr. Bart.
You're welcome, Robin. So are you coming to the work party this weekend? Should be wild.
I don't know. I'll try.
Do or do not. There is no try. Now back to work. Time for me to hit the links.
Hey, Robin, what's up? Oh, hey, I didn't expect to hear from you so soon. Is the party that boring? Not exactly. Too bad you couldn't make it. Well, I hate those parties anyway, even without nephew Crappy Pants in attendance. Crappy Pants, huh? Well, that would seem to be the next logical step. What do you mean? Well, you were right to not want to go if you were worried about Nikki's, antics. Why? What's he doing? Well, he's wasted. Ugh, great. Is he making a scene? He's made any number of them. And Mr. Bart? Oh, Mr. Bart is just sitting over there with his scotch, really laughing it up. So he's amused by his nephew. Quite amused, it seems. How can he be charmed by that guy? Like, seriously, he's like a court jester. Maybe that's why he likes him. He makes him feel like a king. I guess someone has to. Well, his wife certainly isn't, but it's a good thing you're not here. I mean, you would have left anyway. Ugh, with my luck, Bart's going to fire me and hire that idiot nephew of his. Did someone tell you that? What? No, I'm just talking. Why? Is that plausible? Well, I mean, the thought did occur to me. Wait, are you serious? But are you? Huh? All I'm saying is that boss of ours is a slippery guy, and I wouldn't put it past him. Oh, great, something else to be worried about. I'm sorry, I thought you were being serious. And I mean, it's not like you and Bart haven't had your problems. Yeah, so? And now you aren't showing up to another one of his parties. I'm just saying. Saying what? I'm just saying it isn't a good look is all. Well, great, if I wasn't worried enough about being bullied at work, now my bully is going to take my job? Hey, I didn't say that. You implied that's the way the wind is blowing. Well, I'm not a weatherman. You don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. Well, something else a little interesting happened that reminded me of you. Oh no, what? Nikki let something very interesting slip. Oh yeah? A certain phobia he may or may not have? Oh really? What did he say? He said ever since he was a kid, he's been terrified of dolls. Really? How did that come up? Well, Tammy from accounting didn't get the memo that the party was adults only, so when her little girl showed up with one of those creepy old dolls, he ran shrieking from the room. Oh, well that's interesting now, isn't it? He'd just love to see my Aunt Deb's collection then. I thought that you might enjoy that one, but I'm not so sure what I can do with it, considering Monday I may be out of a job. Oh, no you won't. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, you've been in this business a long time. You kind of do. Just show up, do a good job, like always. Yeah, but I'm not so sure that's going to be enough these days. Yeah, I'm not so sure either.
Hello, Robin. How are you today?
Oh, hi, Mr. Bart. I'm okay. And yourself?
Oh, fine. So we, missed you at the party last night.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just really wasn't feeling very well.
If I remember correctly, you weren't feeling very well the last time either.
Well, I can't remember. Maybe.
Yes. Well, I'm beginning to think you aren't very much of a team player around here.
What do you mean?
Well, not showing up to my parties, getting into petty skirmishes with my nephew.
It wasn't petty. Do you want to talk to my counselor about it?
Ha! You see, that's what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Using your personal problems as a crutch, this air of superiority you carry yourself with. I'm sorry, you just aren't Bart material.
Wait, you're saying you're firing me?
Well, I've always hated that word, but call it what you like.
On what grounds?
I think I laid them out fairly well.
This is absolutely insane. I've given years to this company.
And for them, we are very grateful, but we're just looking to go another direction.
So I assume this direction would be with your nephew Nicky now in my old job?
Well, it just might be then, yes.
And with my office, too.
Well, you don't expect the boy to work in a cubicle now, do you? With all the other interns?
I don't expect anything from any of you, Bart.
Oh, well, a little bit of gratitude would be nice, don't you think, for employing you for so long? Going out kicking and screaming won't look so good on the recommendations now, will it?
Goodbye, Bart. See you in hell.
Goodbye, dear. So long.
Hey, Robin. What's up? Oh, hey, Kylie. How's it going? Well, I was going to say that I already miss you here, but it kind of feels like you're still here. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, with Bart in his office screaming your name and all. So, he's a bit upset now, is it? Well, his mother had to come get him. What? What are you talking about? Your little doll stunt? I guess I didn't quite know how scared of them Nicky actually was. What do you mean? Well, I mean, I guess I missed the part where he said crippling? Crippling? Yeah, and when he walked into your old office this morning and saw all your Aunt Deb's dolls, well, yeah? He ran shrieking from the room and into his uncle's office. Oh, he did he? Yeah, and he hid under his desk. Oh my God! I'm not so sure it's funny. He was crying. Crying? Yeah, like big, wet, slobbery cries. Big, blubbery baby ones. I'm sorry, but if you're trying to make this image less funny, you're failing. And finally, Bart asked him if he wanted him to call his mom, and he said yes. Stop it! Stop it, Kylie, you're killing me! Well, I hope you weren't expecting a good reference out of him.
No, dear. I believe that ship had sailed long ago.
Still, you have to feel a little bit bad, becoming a little bit like him.
You mean using his own evil tactics to give him a taste of his own medicine?
But still, Robin, do two wrongs make a right?
Well, no, you're right, they don't, but they certainly make me laugh.
Well, you wouldn't be the only one. Everybody here was laughing.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, and that just made him get angrier and cry harder.
Aw, now that actually is kind of sweet.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't show his face around here again. Too much pride for that. Hey, maybe you'll wind up getting asked to come back.
Now that would be pretty pathetic, even for Bart.
Well, guess I'll go take your dolls down.
My Aunt Deb's dolls, and be careful with them. Some of them are antiques.
Thanks, Aunt Deb.
After Nicky was given a massive sedative, he eventually calmed down enough to stop crying. He thought the years of intensive therapy had cured him of his doll phobia, but Robin's stunt proved it not to be. He entered a treatment program and, along with medication, tried to beat it once and for all. He never returned to Bart's company. After an exhaustive search, Bart finally realized that he made a huge mistake in firing Robin, and tried to woo her back to the company over an expensive dinner. He failed miserably, but the lobster was good. Robin told him that it wasn't just Nicky that was the problem, but the culture led by Bart who supported it. Kylie quit soon after and joined Robin at her new company, and a year later, Bart was forced to sell the company. They never heard from Nicky again, but some say he moved to Peru and joined the circus.